Alright boys, we're back for another video, and what are we talking about? I'm gonna sound like a Riddler here too, and I used to have the same haircut. I look like the Riddler, like square glasses, everything, if you watch the Batman 2022, but no, I'm saying that because we're talking about society today and everything like that. I just think it's funny, but in all seriousness, society has failed you as a man, okay? You know, they I don't want to say programmed us because I don't really know that whole government agenda. They're trying to keep you weak and everything like that. But you can, sorry, I'm looking at the snow because it's beautiful right now and it's snowing beautifully where I live. But as a young man, stop me if I'm wrong, but you were taught growing up that, oh, work hard, go after your dreams, or not even go after your dreams. It's go into high school, play a sport, work hard, go to college, party for a little bit, get a degree, work that 9 to 5 till you retire. You'll have a good, happy, lovely house and a wife and kids and everything like that. But as I grow up now, obviously, I didn't really take that path. I didn't go to college. I started working out in high school, and now I do these YouTube videos and everything like that. But I see men, and I have friends who are men, and like do all that, and they've been lied to in a sense because they've done it. They've worked hard in high school and college. They've gotten a decent degree, and then they can't find a job, right? They can't find a job, or maybe maybe they even find a job, right? But they can't find their wife. They can't find their kids. You know, everything we were promised. And not even to mention, I don't know where you live, but I live in New York State, and where I live, it's hard as hell to buy a house nowadays. So we pretty much been lied to. Everything we've been promised, like, you get that college degree, you get that good job, the wife will come, the kids will come. You know, pause. Whoa, pause. But, you know, you'll have all these things, right? They've always talked about it, right? You'll have the house, maybe the nice truck, wife, kids, money, vacations, all of that, right? But this is what was promised. But what have most of the time, a young man who does go to college, who does have a degree or anything like that, they might have only one of these things, one or two of these things, right? For me personally, I'll give you some stats on me. I don't have a house, I don't have a truck, I don't have a wife, I don't have kids, I do have money, and I do have a purpose. This kind of doesn't relate to me because I've taken the different path, I've went off the beaten path, but the traditional route, they promise you all these things, right? But the thing is, as a normal man, you won't get these things, all right? It's just not happening anymore. Girls who are single right now, if you don't wife someone up in high school, if you don't find like the love of your life in high school, most of the time you're out competing with like 24, 25-year-olds who are like making money online, you know, balling out, doing this and that. You can't find that wife, all right? Not to mention, you know, you can't even get a job. I forgot to put job up there. If you get a degree, I hear people are struggling finding a job. And then obviously they can't buy a house because they can't get a job. You know, they can't get that nice dream car or truck, whatever you have. You can't take the fucking vacations, right? They don't have money. You've been lied to. Society has lied to us, okay? And it's unfortunate because all men want is to feel fulfilled, right? You know, they feel like that this was promised to them as long as they work hard, and it's been broken. You know, it's been broken by the government, by society, whoever you blame. You know, they've lied to us, they've screwed us over as a man. So, what do I recommend? Because I'm sure if you've watched some of my videos, even though I don't have a lot of this stuff, I'm happier than ever, I'm joyful than ever. You know, I believe that, like, I'm living my best life because, for those of you who don't know, I used to be, when I was in high school, I was fat, lazy, loser, gooner, no friends, lisp, crooked teeth. But now I'm confident as ever, and I just listed all the other things. I'm not going to go in the same spiel. I do it every fucking video. Oops, sorry for swearing, God. But my point is, what do you have to do to break out of this crisis that society has lied to you? What do you have to do to gain all this stuff? And I'm not going to come out here and say, oh, you need to do copywriter, do this, that, blah, 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 blah. All right? What you have to do is you have to build a relationship with Jesus. Okay? And why do I say that? Because all these things I've listed, the house, the cars, all this, you think that you'll be fulfilled by them. But even in the end, I know people who are adults, like 30, 40-year-olds who are depressed because I work in construction and they literally hate their lives. But they have all this, right? They have all this. And they are depressed. But me, who has none of this but the money, okay, I have money, I have a nice body, I have a purpose. I have those three things. That Jesus has granted me all those three things, and I've never felt more fulfilled in my life. Okay, how come they have more possessions and everything like that, and they feel miserable, but I have this, and I feel more fulfilled? It's because Jesus is king. Jesus is the way, okay? I think it's Matthew 5:23 or 5:28. I could be wrong, I'm sorry, but it's seek first the kingdom of righteousness, and all these things will be added onto you. That's why I'm not worried about the money. Yes, thankfully, I do have a lot of money, but I don't make money from these videos right now. But I'm not worried about it because I know, trusting in the Lord, trusting in His light, His way, that the abundance will be coming back to me. It'll be full circle. I'm sowing right now, I will reap later, right? So I recommend, because most likely if you're coming to these videos, you're probably broken, you're probably hurt, you're probably, struggling to find a wife or can't afford a house or anything like that. You gotta turn to Jesus, okay? You gotta turn to Jesus and trust in Him, trust in His plan, trust in His vision, because you are on this planet for a certain reason, okay? God does not make mistakes. You're here and you are breathing for a reason. Okay, and you have to understand that He put you on this earth for a mission. You have a purpose. Life's a game. All right, you have to complete that goal. You don't have to complete it, actually, but He would like you to complete that goal, and you will feel fulfilled when you complete that goal. Okay, so build that relationship with Jesus. All right, and I know you're probably asking, how do I find it? Blah blah blah. Like, how do I find my purpose? Pray on it, ask about it, grow a relationship with Him, and He will illuminate what you have to do. And when you do that thing, all these things will be added on to you. And Chris, or you might say, like, what if my purpose is to work at McDonald's? Okay, all right, how will I get the money from that? Now, I'm not God, I can't tell you that. But I can share a similar story. Floyd Patterson was the youngest world heavyweight boxer at the time. But for those of you who don't know, this was 1930s, I think. But for those of you who don't know, boxers at the time, might have been 50s, I don't know. But anyways, back in the day, 1950s, 30s, wherever it was, whenever it was, boxers made shit money. They didn't make money, okay? But Floyd Patterson was an open Christian, and he won the world heavyweight title. And, even with that, you don't make money as a boxer back then. However, when he won the heavyweight title, his manager at the time, Cus D'Amadio, he had this viewpoint on boxers should be getting paid, and Floyd Patterson, I believe he began to make 60% of the profits from the fight, which was unheard of at the flipping time. Boxers got nothing. It all went back to the promoters, the IBC, people, the TV networks, things like that, right? But he trusted in the Lord. He understood that boxing was his purpose. And even though there wasn't a clear path on how he's going to make money, make a living with it, he trusted in Him, and Jesus delivered for him, all right? And that's proof that if you build a relationship with Jesus, you might not know how it's going to work, but you will get all these things. You will get much more than these things. You will get fulfillment. He can offer you eternal life, right? So you should be focusing and trying to build that relationship with Jesus. And yeah, that's all I got. If you want to speed up that process, you want to get more confident, I do have a Disciplined Disciples program. I focus on helping you build a godly physique. I help you find your purpose, and I help you gain access to more money. But yeah, guys, that's all I got for today's video. If you are interested, message me on Instagram. But I hope you find trust and you find faith in Jesus. I love you, boys, and thank you.